For the first and last time, good evening, Hamilton High. Students, teachers, families, and friends, please stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. My name is Jude Yorty, and I'm the senior class president. Today marks a significant milestone in our lives. For most of you, this is the moment you've been waiting for, the day we leave childhood and achieve independence. But even if we move miles and miles away, you can't escape. The people who shaped us don't stay behind, they follow us. Not in suitcases or phone calls, but in the quiet moments, in the ways we think when no one's around, and the choices we make when things fall apart, and the voices in our head that sound a little too familiar. They live in our families, our friendships, our classrooms, and the lessons our teachers pushed us to learn, and the standards our mentors refused to lower, and in the moments our friends didn't let us quit. They show up in our habits, our values, even in the parts of ourselves we don't fully understand yet. And at first, that can feel like something's holding us back, like we're not as free as we thought we'd be. But it's the opposite. Because those pieces of where we came from aren't chains, they're a foundation. So maybe this isn't total freedom. Maybe it never was. But it's something better. Because no matter how far we go, we don't walk into the future empty-handed. We carry every lesson, every sacrifice, and every person who helped build us. So before we move on to what's next, I want to take a moment to recognize the people who made this possible. To my fellow graduates and friends, thank you for the memories, the competition, and the friendships that made these years unforgettable. To our district and teachers, thank you for pushing us and preparing us for what comes next. And to our families, thank you for being the foundation we carry with us every single day. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of Hamilton City Schools, Miss Andrea Blevins.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Hamilton High Class of 2026 Commencement Ceremony. To our families, friends, staff members, board members, community leaders, and honored guests, thank you for being here tonight to celebrate this incredible group of graduates. Your support, encouragement, sacrifices, and love helped make this moment possible. And to our graduates seated before us tonight, congratulations. This evening represents years of hard work, perseverance, growth, and determination. It reflects early mornings, late nights, challenges that you overcame, lessons learned, friendships formed, and memories that will last a lifetime. As your superintendent, I have had the privilege of seeing our students not only for your accomplishments, but for who you are as people. The class of 2026 has shown resilience, compassion, leadership, community service, and pride in their school and community. You have excelled in our classrooms, on our stages, on our athletic fields, in career programs, in community service, and in countless ways that may never appear on your transcript, but matter deeply nonetheless. Tonight is also a reminder of what public education can accomplish when students are surrounded by people who believe in them. Behind every graduate is a network of support, from parents and guardians to grandparents, siblings, teachers, counselors, coaches, bus drivers, cafeteria staff, custodians, administrators, and mentors who helped encourage and guide you along the way. Tonight belongs to everyone, and everyone has done a wonderful job of helping to get us here. Graduates, as you prepare to take your next step, whether that leads to college, the workforce, the military, apprenticeships, or opportunities still unfolding, I hope you carry with you the lessons learned here. Work hard, stay curious, treat people with kindness, and never underestimate the impact you can have on others. The world needs you. They need your talents, your ideas, and your leadership. On behalf of Hamilton City School Board, the Board of Education, our staff, and the entire community, congratulations to the Hamilton High Class of 2026. We are proud of you, we believe in you, and we can't wait to see what comes next. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy this very special evening.
All right, I'm going to get into the formal stuff, but let's hear it one time for the class of 2026. All right, as principal of Hamilton High School, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our administrative staff and distinguished guests. Please hold your applause until all are introduced. In the first row, Mr. Chris Roten, assistant principal at Hamilton High School. Mrs. Marley Stevens, assistant principal at Hamilton High School. Mrs. Erin Watkins, assistant principal at Hamilton High School. Jude Yorty, who you just heard from, senior class president. Riley Bowling, student council president. Martha Garcia, valedictorian. Kelvin Jahali, salutatorian. Mrs. Andrea Blevins, superintendent of schools. Pastor Shaquila Matthews, board president. In the second row, we have Ms. Kelly Lynch, Miami School assistant principal. Mr. Jesse Funston, principal, Hamilton High School freshman campus. Mrs. Christy Marjoram, senior counselor. Mrs. Brooke Marshall, senior counselor. Dr. Ashley Hopkins, board vice president. Dr. Joe Kopis, board member. Mr. Dave Davidson, board member. Ms. Carrie Mancuso, board member. In the third row, Mr. Todd Isgro, Hamilton High School freshman campus assistant principal. Mrs. Gina Cooper, Hamilton High School freshman campus assistant principal. Judge Eric D. Niehaus, our commencement speaker, prosecutors, City of Hamilton Municipal Court, and Mr. Jeremy Frazier, treasurer. If we can please give our dignitaries a round of applause. At this time, I would like to ask all Hamilton City School employees to please stand and be recognized for all of your hard work and dedication to all of our students. You may be seated. With a heavy heart and respect, I'd also like to take this time to draw your attention to the white roses located on the stage, which represent all of those who are not able to be with us in attendance this evening. May we please have a moment of silence to honor and remember them and their families. Thank you. All right, class of 2026. Before anything else, I want to say how proud I am of this class. It is rare in this profession to serve students as their elementary principal, their freshman principal, and then their high school principal. I've had often a joke that for those millennials out there, boy meets world, there was a guy named Dr. Feeney. He followed the students all along their educational career, and I am not attending college with you or your post-secondary plans, but it has truly been a joy to see you in the hallways every day, and I'm incredibly honored to be here. For many of you, I've had the privilege of walking alongside your journey at each of those stages, and I really do believe that is a rare gift. So when I say I am proud of you, I really mean it deeply. I have seen your growth, I have seen your resilience, I have seen you adapt, mature, and keep going through moments that were not always easy. I see in the crowd tonight a lot of individuals that have turned their entire academic career around, and those top scholars who have done a phenomenal job. It is truly a joy to work with you every day because you give me a hope for a better world. In a time when it's easy to focus on what is broken, you remind me of what is still possible. Yours is a class that learned early that life does not always go according to plan. You lived through the uncertainty of the pandemic. You learned to adapt. You learned to keep going, and that matters. I would say this with emphasis, because graduating from Hamilton High School means something. It means having an indomitable spirit. It means rising from adversity. It means knowing how to work hard, endure, and get back up when life knocks you down. This is important. It also means that you can relate to people from all walks of life. And I think that gives you an edge over any graduate in this region. You can relate to people from different demographic backgrounds, different socioeconomic status, and that gives you an edge in the future to make a difference. So wherever life carries you, I want you to carry that Big Blue tradition with you with pride. Carry that toughness, carry the humility, carry that Big Blue heart. And as you leave here tonight, there's one question I hope you carry with you, and that is, who am I becoming? Not who you are right now as we sit here, but who will you become? Will you become someone that people can count on? Will you treat people well? This is a lot of emphasis here. Will you understand that kindness is not to be mistaken for weakness? Will you work hard, stay humble, and keep going? And no matter where life takes you, never forget this: there will always be a Big Blue here cheering for you. There was an over-under on if I cry or not, just so you know. I mean this. There will always be a Big Blue here believing in you and standing behind you. We wish you, class of 2026, nothing but joy and happiness in the life ahead. I'm so grateful to have been a part of your journey. All of our team is, and we are proud of who you already are, and we are even more proud of all that you will become. Thank you. It gives me great pleasure to introduce you to your class of 2026 principal, Mrs. Erin Watkins.
I have the honor of introducing your class valedictorian, Martha Garcia. Martha is the daughter of Eusebio Garcia Iracema Mata. She has earned a 4.772 GPA and 84 college credits, earning an associate degree with honors from Miami University through the Early College Academy, and is recognized as a Governor's Merit Scholar and an Upward Bound Scholar. Martha served as president of ASTRA, secretary of the National Honor Society, and communications director for Student Council. She participated in the Scrapbooking Club, 17 Strong, Freshman Multicultural Club, Academic Quiz Team, Band, Volleyball, Out of the Blue Magazine, Civic Day, and Envision Partnership. Martha dedicated over 300 hours to community service at the Hamilton Chamber of Commerce, Kettering Health, and the Hamilton Hispanic Festival, earning her a Community Service Award. After graduation, Martha will be attending Boston University, where she plans to study management and operations with a focus on behavioral economics and information systems. Please join me in congratulating Hamilton High School's valedictorian, Miss Martha Garcia.
Greetings, family, friends, faculty, and the graduating class of 2026. My name is Martha Garcia, a first-generation Mexican-American, and I'm honored to stand before you as your 2026 valedictorian. It is a privilege to represent what I truly believe is one of the most competitive and promising classes Hamilton has ever seen. As your first Hispanic female to receive this honor in Hamilton's history, I carry this achievement with great pride. Before I begin, I would like to thank the Hamilton High School staff, especially Mr. Robinson and Mr. Smallwood, for they have supported me inside and outside of school, along with my kindergarten teacher, Mrs. Martinez, and Mrs. Jackie. And a huge thanks to the Early College Academy and Miami Upward Bound, for they have been the foundation to my education, along with the women behind those programs, Dr. Enlamedi, Dr. Hopkins, and Mrs. Jessica James. To Haciel, my high school sweetheart, thank you for never complaining when every day night somehow turned into a study session. To Jairo, my best friend since kindergarten, thank you as life has tested you, and yet you never once failed to be by my side, keeping me motivated. To Marlene, you are not blood, but like my dad always likes to say, you are his fifth daughter and will always be like a sister to me, as you have celebrated every achievement. To Giovanni, with you there is never a dull moment, and I'm sure the halls of Hamilton High can prove that. And by the way, I'm still waiting on those $20 you bet me for getting stuck in that Garfield locker. A special thank you to my early college academy girls, Jennifer, Amy, Leslie, Maria, Jessica, Ashley, and Carlin, who have become like sisters. As first-generation students navigating high school, trying to figure out college at the same time, we were often lost, but no matter what, we always had each other to lean on. As women of color especially, we had to give 110% to still receive half the credit. They tried to diminish our achievements, but against all odds, we still came out on top as we head off to college, all on our full rides we worked so hard for. As we each go our separate ways for college to chase our dreams, just know that distance won't erase what we built together. I'm so proud of the women you have become. Experiencing girlhood with you is something I will always cherish. And to the class of 2026, it feels like just yesterday we became the COVID sixth graders, and now, 6, 7 years later, we sit here together one last time. The time has come where we enter a new chapter in our lives. In middle school, we were divided between Garfield versus Wilson, and that's the thing about this class. We've always been competitive in academics, sports, and everything in between. And yes, as a Garfield alum, I might be a little biased, but at this moment right now, we are here, there's no division. No east or west, no rivalry, just us, one class, one story, one shared journey that we made it through together. For a lot of us, we didn't just grow up in the school, we grew up with each other all the way back from grade school. Embarrassing enough, some of you even remember me when I had my Dora haircut. And I know that many of you have had senioritis since freshman year, and you have been ready to graduate and move on. But let me be the one to tell you, it's okay to still feel nostalgic. We only get one high school experience, and somehow we lived it all together. The highs, the lows, the laughter, the stress, the moments that felt too small to matter at the time, but now feel like everything. As we leave a version of ourselves behind after tonight, please take a second to take it in, because one day these halls and the faces in them, and the ordinary moments we once overlooked, will always become the moments we wish we could step back into just one more time. Remember to allow yourself to breathe and to enjoy the journey, because the process is just as worth living as the destination. Too often we get caught up in achieving that we forget the little moments in life. With the intense pressure many of us face in our daily lives, we often compare ourselves to others. But the truth is, we all are on our own journey. I am proud of every single one of you, because even if you are not where you want to be in life, you're exactly where you once prayed to be, and that alone is worth celebrating. The future isn't something we enter, but rather something we create. There will be moments of doubts, moments where everything feels uncertain, but trust me when I say it will all work out as God has a plan for all of us. So keep pushing forward, not just for your future, but for the people who stood behind you and carried you through the moments you didn't think you could make it. For me, that has always been my family. They stood behind me through every milestone, because the truth is, every chord, every soul, every achievement I work today does not belong to me alone. It belongs to my family and the village I brought with me today, and those cheering me on across the border, from the military base, and from above. To my sisters, Jimena, Nareli, and Fatima, you are the foundation. Watching each of you chase education and independence has been one of my greatest motivations. To my brother, Jose Angel, watching me from Mexico, the system may have failed you, labeled you dangerous, but today I walk the stage for both of us and make mommy proud. A promise I made years ago, and I promise I never forgot. In this next section, I will speak in my native language, not only to connect with my roots, but in response to the racist neighbor who once threw tomatoes on my family for speaking Spanish. For there was a time when fear made me feel like I had to bite my tongue. But today I speak not with fear, but with pride, porque de aquí no nos vamos. A mis compañeros que somos hijas y hijos de padres inmigrantes, nosotros sabemos lo que es vivir con miedo. Sabemos lo que es escuchar a nuestras familias hablar de sacrificios. Sabemos lo que es crecer demasiado rápido para traducir, hacer llamadas y cargar sueños que empezaron mucho antes de nosotros. Pero hoy rompemos ciclos, porque venimos de sueños que cruzaron fronteras, y para muchos de nosotros somos los primeros en recibir este diploma y en ir al colegio o escuela de oficios. Y aunque el mundo quiera hacernos sentir pequeños por nuestro idioma, nuestro apellido o nuestras raíces, nunca olviden que nadie lucha más fuerte que un hispano que sí quiere salir adelante. Siguen echándole ganas, que aún hay... Sigan echándole ganas, que aún hay metas para cumplir y siempre recuerden lo que dijo Bad Bunny. Mientras estamos vivos, uno debe amar lo más que pueda, valora los momentos que tenemos. He tenido el orgullo de ser hija de padres mexicanos trabajadores. A mi papi, a mi mami, Eusebio García y Iracema Mata. Es por ustedes que estoy aquí presente. Cuando nací, los doctores le dijeron que conmigo podría haber complicaciones, pero aún así nunca dejaron luchar por mí. Sacrificaron todo para llegar a este país sin tener nada y aún así me dieron a mí y mis hermanos todo. No podrían ayudarme con mi tarea de inglés, pero nunca faltó mi cafecito de leche mientras estudiaba de madrugada. Nunca faltaron sus bendiciones y motivación que con Dios adelante los sueños sí se cumplen. Hoy tengo oportunidades que ustedes nunca pudieron detener. Y aunque este diploma tenga mi nombre, también les pertenece a ustedes. Me dieron las alas y ojalá les traiga felicidad a ver que su niña sí triunfó y que todo lo que sacrificaron, todo lo que les quitaron no fue en vano. Cuando me ven ir de casa, recuerden que estoy viviendo el sueño americano, que con ustedes con mi raíz. And as we celebrate this milestone, I want to acknowledge the heavy world around us, a world that sometimes tells people they are not enough or do not quite belong. But when at the end of the day, we are all human. But through everything, I have learned that my greatest protest will always be my education. Me standing up here tonight is proof that we do belong. Every achievement carries pride because it shows the next generation that where you come from will always be in our hearts, but where we go, that is up to us to decide. So remain humble to your roots. In a world so quick to judge, choose empathy. In a world so divided, choose unity. In a world filled with hatred, choose love. Because the only thing more powerful than hate is love. So to the class of 2026, may you find success, happiness, and purpose wherever life takes you. And no matter where life leads you, always stay golden. Congratulations, Big Blue.
It is now my pleasure to introduce your Hamilton High School Class of 2026 salutatorian, Kelvin Jahali. Kelvin Jahali is the son of Harpreet Shamalar. Kelvin is a member of the National Honor Society and has earned recognition on the Sinclair Dean's List while participating in College Credit Press program. Kelvin has also been named a Governor's Merit Scholar and consistently maintained honor roll status. Beyond the classroom, Kelvin has been actively involved in Student Council, Astra, Civic Day, Upward Bound, through both Ohio State and Miami University, showing a strong commitment to leadership and service. Following graduation, Kelvin plans to continue his education at either The Ohio State University or Miami University. He is currently undecided on major. Please join me in congratulating Hamilton High School's salutatorian, Kelvin Jahali.
Good evening, Hamilton High School alumni, staff, faculty, friends, and family. My name is Kelvin Jahali, and I have the honor of graduating as the salutatorian of Hamilton High School's class of 2026. I would like to begin by thanking everyone who has supported my classmates and me through not only our academic journey, but also the challenges and hardships that have shaped us into who we are today. Though the education that has been provided by this school has been indispensable, the everyday interactions with teachers, staff, and classmates have been just as, if not more impactful, in our lives. With this, I want to mention some of the amazing teachers who have helped me on my journey to become the student you see today. First off, I want to thank Ms. Vinegar, who taught me how to write competently. I probably couldn't have written this speech without your class. Next, I want to thank Ms. Geiger, who showed me my potential and pushed me to be the best version of myself. I also want to thank Ms. Codwell, who most likely saw me at my least academically productive, but still consistently believed in me and went out of her way to help me succeed. I want to thank some of my friends who have guided me, laughed with me, and taught me. Jude, Austin, Titus, Landon, Will, and many more You've truly made my high school career something I can look back on with joy. Thank you to my brother Kevin. You've always put my needs before your own. Knowing that you have my back no matter what allowed me to experience things I never thought I could, and your sacrifices have meant more than you could know. To my cousin Ravi, I thank you for your friendship and the meaningful time that we have shared. To Jessica, I know that you were very excited for what I would say about you, but words could not show the impact that you have had on my life. Thanks for being one of the best friends that I could have asked for. To my mom, who has stood by me, watching me grow, thank you for always having my best interest at heart and pushing me to become the person I am today. To many other unmentioned friends, teachers, and family members who have guided me along my journey, I thank you for making me a better person. Finally, I want to thank the principal, Mr. Smallwood, for serving as a role model not only to our staff, but to students on what it means to be an active member of the school. Through the genuine kindness and care you have shown, I have no doubt that you will continue to make a difference in our community. When writing this speech, I hoped for it to be something profound that would leave a lasting impression on those in attendance. But when thinking back to the most important lessons that I have learned throughout my high school career, I came to the realization that no one moment stood out from the rest. Rather, it was a culmination of events, memories, and people that taught me the biggest lesson. Though I may be here on stage speaking to you today, I feel it is unfair not to mention the hard work and dedication that every single one of the students in my graduating class has continuously put in. The diversity in people, ideas, beliefs, and goals is a testament to the creativity and sheer amount of time put into our bettering our community. As a salutatorian, I am awarded for having the second highest GPA in my graduating class, which to a lot of people was shocking. Though initially this was kind of annoying, for the most part, I could see where they were coming from. I have no doubt that I am not the second smartest student in my class. In fact, I have a hard time thinking I'm one of the 10 smartest people in my year. However, through my hard work, dedication, and some shortcuts, I am proof that innate talent and profound intellect are not necessary to achieve your goals and excel. That being said, if I were to give any advice to incoming students still in high school, it would be to fully embrace this opportunity. As I look back, I think of clubs I should have joined, people I should have talked to, and places I could have gone. The reasons that I and many others chose not to do these things, whether it was embarrassment, laziness, or social standing, aren't and never will be as important to anyone else as they were to us. To parents and family who feel uneasy about these students opening a new chapter, I want you to know that through your dedication to shaping the lives of everyone here today, you can feel at ease knowing that those people will continue to succeed, inspire, and support in whichever path life takes them. And finally, I know that I started by thanking people, but I want to give one last thank you to everyone here graduating with me today. Though my path in high school has not crossed everyone here, I have no doubt that each and every one of you have played an instrumental role in me becoming who I am today. Though many of us will be going to college where late nights and early lectures will continuously haunt us, or we'll have to start jobs that feel like the first day of the rest of our lives, it is something that will have to come to pass. To live our lives to the fullest, we need to find comfort in the discomfort. And I know everyone here today is capable of doing exactly that. That is why I am honored to say that I was part of Hamilton High School's class of 2026. Thank you.
Now to perform from our excellent Fine Arts Department led by Wendy Spurlock, our Hamilton High Symphonic Band under the direction of Mr. Pat Naylor. It is now my pleasure to introduce this year's commencement guest speaker, Judge Eric D. Niehaus. Eric Niehaus was born in Hamilton, Ohio, graduated from Hamilton High School in 1990, and then attended and graduated from Ball State University. Following college, he attended the police academy and was then hired by the Miami University Police Department as a police officer. Eric moved on to the Westchester Police Department, where he spent almost 20 years and rose through the ranks, becoming the chief of police for his last 5.5 years of service. During his career in Westchester, he investigated and supervised drug, vice, personal, and property crimes, as well as traffic offenses. As a police chief, he handled a variety of financial and personnel matters and worked with attorneys representing Westchester in litigation matters, including union issues and contract negotiations. While still employed with Westchester, Eric began the part-time program at the Chase College of Law at Northern Kentucky University. I'm an alum of Northern Kentucky University, sir. In the hopes of following in his late father's footsteps, Judge David J. Niehaus. Eric graduated from Chase in December 2004 and continued working with the Westchester Police Department while taking cases on family law matters and estate planning, and serving as an acting prosecutor in the City of Hamilton Municipal Court. Without further ado, Eric Niehaus.
Sorry you had to read all that. Yeah. Good evening, class of 2026. Mr. Smallwood, Ms. Blevins, thank you very much for having me tonight. As a 1990 alum, it's truly an honor to be here tonight. I did not get the memo about the sunglasses, so I'm having a hard time seeing all of you, so I apologize. I want to start by thanking the staff and the faculty here at Hamilton High School. I'd be remiss as a son of a retired educator not to recognize all of the hard work that goes into educating these fine young students. I feel like I have a decent idea, watching my mom do this for 30 years, that I know the job's not easy, but you are truly shaping lives for a lifetime. You may not realize that today sometimes, but I know when I see my mom and how she deals with or still interacts with students 40 years later, calling her to wish her happy birthday, I know that you're truly making an impact on a daily basis, and I truly appreciate that. Hamilton High School was the beginning for me. I was fortunate to graduate from here. I had great teachers, great classmates, great coaches. This place set me on the journey that I'm on now, and absolutely provided the foundation for lifelong learning for me. For the families that are here today, as a juvenile court judge, I realize how important it is to have people in the room with you. The fact that you're here today, the fact that you support your students, and the fact that they are excelling the way they have is truly a testament to all of you. So thank you for your attention and your time. I'm going to talk just briefly. This is not going to make a lot of sense to start, but last year I celebrated my 35th high school reunion. I went to that for one of the first ones that I've ever been to, and at that event they handed out the 1990 school newspaper. I don't know if you guys still do that or not, but they handed out the 1990 school paper. And in that paper, because it was the senior edition, they had a list of kind of most and best, like most likely to succeed, the best dressed, those types of things. And when I was preparing for this speech, and I was thinking about what I wanted to say, because I've never done this before. The only advice I had was be brief, and I'll try to do that. But when I was preparing for this, I was looking through that paper, and I was thinking about some old classmates. And I had a good friend of mine, Sam Pennington, most likely to succeed. That's what people thought of him then. Notre Dame graduate, Navy F-18 pilot, currently a Delta pilot. A guy named Jeff Holcomb, he was the best dressed. My cousin Scott Benninghoffen, he had the best hair. Obviously that gene didn't carry on to me, but he still does have good hair today. But now he's a successful financial planner. Most athletic was a guy named Jeff Marchant. He probably never thought that he'd be an attorney working with abused and neglected children on the West Coast. A guy named Terry Huff was our class clown. I'm sure we have a few here in the room tonight, or in the building tonight. But Terry went on to become a very successful, and he still is, film producer. And one of my best friends in life, Vince Jolivet, we identified him as the best actor, and he has really done just that. Also he was an actor and very successful film producer. So what's the point of even talking about that? The point is, your story hasn't been written yet. This is what somebody thought about my classmates from 36 years ago. And what they've done is either excelled expectations or stayed on the path that they wanted to be on in 1990. So whether it's Vince, who decided he wanted to be an actor and he set out and did everything he could to be the best actor when he was in high school in 1990. I mean, he made a plan, he had a purpose, he set goals, and he did that. Whether it was, Jeff Marchant, who was the great athlete, again, who never thought that he would be working with abused children on the West Coast as an attorney. His story wasn't written in high school. He wasn't just an athlete. He had more. He didn't know when, he didn't make that decision in high school. He made that decision after leaving high school. Again, his story wasn't written yet in high school. Again, Terry Huff, the one I told you that was the class clown, I'm sure that's not what he wanted to grow up to be. But today, again, his story wasn't written then. He has been, again, a very successful film producer. Again, my point is, regardless of what someone thinks of you today, whether it's a classmate, a friend, a teacher, you can either stay on the path you're on or pick a new path starting today. Today is the beginning of the rest of your life. I know Mr. Smallwood just talked about my bio, and I apologize you had to hear that. I don't like talking about myself, but I'm going to use it as an illustration. I am one of the few people that probably had an idea what I wanted to do when I was in high school. When I was in high school, I wanted to be a police officer. Everything I did, I focused on that. When I went to college, I played baseball, in addition to going to school, obviously. I quit my senior year of baseball because I was so focused on wanting to graduate on time, as opposed to another year later because of the workload that I had, because I was planning on starting the police academy 1 month after graduation. Again, I had a plan. I knew what I wanted to do. After being in law enforcement, I decided, as you heard, I'm going to go to law school because I knew at some point I wanted to be a judge. I knew that when I was in high school. I was making plans in high school to do what I'm doing now. Working part-time or working full-time or going to school part-time wasn't easy, but again, it was what my plan was. It's what I wanted to do. I was trying to write my story as I went through. Working at the police department, I worked there for 20 years. While working there, it was probably one of the best jobs I've ever had. Ended my career as the police chief. I took a leap of faith. I took a chance. I quit that job because I wanted to be an attorney after graduating from law school. I gave up, again, a good job, insurance, all the things that people tell you are really important. Again, I took a chance because I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a judge, which is what I'm doing now. I go into private practice with the plan of running for judge just a few years later. My former police chief came up to me and said, "What's your backup plan? What are you going to do if this doesn't work?" One, I never considered that. I never thought that it wouldn't work. Again, in my mind, my plan was to accomplish exactly what I did. Even though I told him, "I don't know what you're talking about. This is what I'm going to do." I knew I had in the back of my head, I knew what I would do if it didn't work out. But again, I was one that was pretty driven. Again, I like to make plans. I like to have an idea, set goals, and those are things that I think each and every one of you can do. Like I said, your story's not written. Your outcome hasn't been decided. Each of you are going to chart your own course starting today. Each of you are going to set goals, take chances, take risks, go through doors when they're open. Because I know based on the foundation that you've gotten here, based on the foundation that these teachers and this faculty and staff have given you, that each of you will be successful in your own right on the journey that you have in front of you. So class of 2026, I told you I'd be brief. Congratulations. I wish you all the best of luck, and I look forward to seeing you all in the future.
I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the honors and awards for the class of 2026. As of the 1st of May, members of the Hamilton High School class of 2026 have received over 400 scholarships and financial aid offers totaling over $12 million. For a list of the scholarships by students, please scan the QR code in the scholarship section of the program. Because of the generosity of those who contributed to university alumni foundations, our local Hamilton Community Foundation, Hamilton Service Clubs, professional organizations, and industrial firms, many of our seniors can now continue their education. Students who are receiving awards demonstrate excellence in academics, athletics, fine arts, and service to their school and community. Many of these seniors demonstrate achievements in 2 or more of these areas. Our congratulations go out to those who have won these scholarships and awards, and to all the parents and teachers who have been part of them. This recognition is not the end of your efforts, but rather a milestone toward an influential future. Students, if you are a recipient of an academic, collegiate, community, athletic, or fine arts scholarship or grant, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Students, if you have enlisted or have delayed entry into the armed services, please stand and be recognized. Students, if you have successfully completed a Butler Tech program, please stand and be recognized. Several years ago, the Hamilton High School staff established a scholarship to honor outstanding graduating seniors. This year, through contributions from our staff, 1 scholarship will be awarded to a senior who displays not only solid academic effort, but also very strong character. On behalf of the HHS faculty and staff, I am proud to announce the winner of this year's Hamilton High School Staff Scholarship. Susie Sprague, please stand and be recognized. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you Riley Bowling, Student Council President.
My name is Riley Bowling, and I am your Student Council President. As we sit here in our caps and gowns, it is easy to believe that this moment is the finish line, the moment everything has been building towards. But when I reflect on these past 4 years, I realize that today is not an ending. It is a beginning. When I look back on high school, I don't just see what I did, I also see what I didn't do. I see the moments I had chances to step forward, try something new, take a risk, and didn't. As a freshman, the world felt like it was full of endless possibilities, but so many of those possibilities stayed just that. Possibilities. I told myself there would always be later, but later never happened. For many of us, these years were shaped by not just what we chose to do, but by what we held ourselves back from. Not because we weren't capable, but because we were afraid. Afraid of what people might think, afraid of standing out, afraid of stepping outside the box, and slowly, without even noticing, we let the opinions of others become louder than our own hopes and our own dreams a little quieter. But 10 years from now, we won't remember the moments we played it safe. We will remember the moments we chose courage over comfort, the times we took the chance, the times we decided to live for ourselves instead of for the approval of others. Because this life is yours and you only have one chance to live it. This is not your peak, not your pinnacle. Your moment is still ahead of you. It'll be the first car you buy, the business you build, the home you get. It will be the moment you see your places you only once dreamed of and realize you have become everything you used to hope for. This day is not the end of your story, but it is the start of it, because the clock only moves in one direction, and that's forward. We cannot go back and rewrite our mistakes or relive our regrets, no matter how much we might want to. But we can decide what comes next. We can decide who we become from here. So as we leave this chapter and step into whatever comes next, don't let the fear of judgment hold you back from your life. Don't wait for someday. Don't shrink yourself to fit into spaces you've outgrown. Take up space. Take chances, because as we walk off this field tonight as alumni, we are not ending our story, we are finally beginning it. Before I close, I would like to take a moment to recognize the people who have made this chapter in my life so meaningful. To my parents and family, thank you for your love and support throughout my entire high school journey. To our educators, thank you for your guidance, patience, and unwavering belief in us, even when we didn't always believe in ourselves. To Mrs. Reardon, thank you for your unwavering dedication to our class and for the guidance and support you have continuously provided. Your impact is immeasurable, and so much of what I've accomplished would not have been possible without you. And to the class of 2026, it has truly been an honor to grow alongside each one of you and to watch all of you become the incredible people you are today. Now it gives me great pleasure to introduce Hamilton High School's Prestige under the direction of Christina Fox.
Up and you'll rise again. Lift your head and look around. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found. Someone will come running to take you home. To take you home. To take you home.
All right, this is the exciting part. Will the class of 2026 please rise? Mrs. Matthews, Mrs. Blevins, and members of the Board of Education, I declare the candidates standing before you have met all graduation requirements set forth by the State of Ohio and the Hamilton City School District and are therefore eligible to receive their diplomas.
Good evening, class of 2026. By the powers vested in me by the state of Ohio and the city of Hamilton, as president of the Hamilton Board of Education, I am happy to accept this group of students as eligible for graduation from Hamilton High School. At this time, I declare the class of 2026 Hamilton High School graduated.
Graduates, please be seated for the start of the diploma presentation. We will begin with the top scholars. We ask that parents and guests remain in their seats throughout the recessional and then exit the stadium to meet your graduate for photo opportunities. I'm ready. Martha Garcia. Kelvin Jahali. Why didn't they come up? Back. Carlin Ambrosio. Jordan Ash. Ashlyn Blevins. Riley Bowling. Kara Campbell. Isabella Davis. Audrey Ferris. Jonathan Jagir. Christopher Hurley. Avery Jackson. Luke Justice. Amy Jimenez Cruz. Alana Knott. Amaya McCoy. Isabella Moore. Leslie Morales Vera. Jennifer Morales Ramirez. Jessica Powell. Jet Phillips. Jasper Roberts. Lila Roy. Olivia Rupp. Cadence Ryan. Emily Schophocker. Riley Scott. Hold on to the handles. Gabriella Shanks. Anaya Simmons. Danity Sims. Liam Steele. Jade Stevens. Reese Teakin. Madeline Wagonfield. Jude Yordy. Please join me in a round of applause to recognize our top scholars.
We will now continue with the remainder of the class. Teresa Adams.
Nadalyn Lacey.
Keegan Aldridge.
Noah Lacey.
Catherine Alexander.
Kaylee Lakes.
Raquel Alvarez.
Davinae Lander.
Jerry Ambrosio Mendez.
Layla Lachey.
Ava Anderson.
Alexis LeClaire.
Carter Anderson.
Michaela Ledford.
Brian Andrews.
Nathaniel Ledford.
Macy Angel.
Daniel Lefevers.
Lee Annis.
Jorge Lerdo.
Sage Apodaca.
Chase Lewis.
Trinity Apodaca.
Jaden Lewis.
Aiden Aragon.
Savannah Lewis.
Welter Ardos Jr.
Mary Lissel.
Brylan Asher.
Brady Locke.
Gavin Asher.
William Logan III.
Kayan Adam.
Maya Long.
Kimberly Avila Ventura.
Sonia Lopez Julian.
Chris Back.
Daniel Lopez Vargas.
Braden Bailey.
Ziamara Luna.
Ella Bailey.
Jacob Lynch.
Anandra Bailey.
Kaya Lynch Fuller.
Devin Baker.
Adam Mabrook.
Hannah Baker.
Tanner Maggard.
William Baker.
Madeline Markowski.
Nicholas Ballou.
Marlasia Markowski.
Herson Bardalis Zambrano.
Michaela Martin.
Ryan Barker.
Josefina Martinez.
Naomi Barnes.
Oscar Martinez.
Preston Bartell.
Rosa Martinez.
Jordan Bell.
Madison Massey.
Dylan Beeman.
Eric Matthews.
Grace Benning.
Tanner Smith.
Cheyenne Berry.
Brian Maya Eberbol.
Nate Bazingi.
Braylon McBurrows.
Lillian Vinegar.
Keegan McDonald.
Ranjita Biswa.
Luke McIntosh.
Madison Bladen.
Clinton McKinney.
Nevaeh Blanton.
Jaden McKenzie.
Justin Blower Jr.
Alma Mejia Mencias.
Aliana Blue.
Isaac Abreu.
Marley Bolin.
Braden Michael.
Kayla Bowling.
Isabel Miller.
Alexis Boomershine.
Maxwell Miller.
Kaylee Boucher.
Angel Miller Young.
Autumn Bowling.
Mark Minter II.
Michael Bowling.
Alian Miranda Ramos.
Liam Boykin.
Yaritzi Morales Blas.
Morgan Bradbury.
Isabel Morales Gabriel.
Malik Braggs.
Marcus Morlock.
Nathan Brandenburg.
Hope Maury.
Aaron Brantley.
William Mourner.
Vincent Brashear.
Evan Mosley.
Eckley Bridges.
Olivia Mudd.
Kamari Bridges Sawyer.
Carter Mall.
Dominic Bright.
Emmylou Murnahan.
Caden Brockman.
Brooklyn Merle.
Emma Brooks.
Isabella Musgrave.
Dalen Brown.
Alan Myers.
Olivia Brown.
Austin Myers.
Connor Bruner.
Unita Namello.
Danny Bruner.
Luis Navarro.
Jordan Bryant.
Kennedy Navy.
Christian Bryant Jr.
Malachi Neal.
Ty Birch.
Raina Newcomb.
Serenity Burden.
Stevie Knoll Jr.
Devin Burnett.
Dion Otis.
Anthony Burton.
Paul Curtis Aubrey.
Quentin Buttery.
Oliver Olis.
Jason Caceres Alcantara.
Alexis Ortiz.
Bryson Kane.
Lenny Ortiz.
Juan Calderon Villatoro.
Wendy Ortiz Marquez.
Brooklyn Campbell.
Roxana Ortiz Mendez.
Noah Campbell.
Julio Otero Amat.
Zachary Campbell.
Gabriella Otherson.
Nathaniel Campbell Jr.
Alexis Overby.
Harling Cardenas Jr.
Xylee Overby.
Memphis Carter.
Austin Page.
Carlos Carmona.
Reagan Paragon.
Bailey Carr.
Blake Parker.
Michael Castellan.
Antonio Paris.
Jocelyn Castillo Flores.
Austin Payne.
Vivian Seplock.
Jocelyn Payne.
Ava Lee Chapman.
Riley Payne.
Elena Chasteen.
Neeks Paz Ramirez.
Nayeli Chavez.
Allison Perez.
Eddie Chavez Mendoza.
Kimberly Perez.
Kiana Cherry.
Julian Perez Carvajal.
Viviana Cherry.
Angel Perez Jr.
Carly Kristen.
Raquelme Perez.
Carson Kristen.
Yesenia Perez Julian.
Madison Christman.
Alexis Pettit.
Kayla Clark.
Genesis Pettit.
Cadence Collins.
Dominic Platt.
Gabrielle Collins.
Nyana Ponder.
Eric Conover.
Tremaine Porter Jr.
Jordan Cooper.
Andrew Powell.
Jocelyn Cortez Alvarez.
Madison Preston.
Brooklyn Kress.
Mason Pridemore.
Kennedy Kroom.
Cedric Price.
Jeremiah Cup II.
Kamari Pruitt.
Quentin Cuthbertson.
Michaela Pruitt.
Kenzie Darcy.
Kalaya Pryor.
Lola D'Imperio.
Samuel Purcell.
Kaylee Doherty.
Scarlett Cazada Mendez.
Madison Davidson.
Mia Ramey.
Victor De La Rosa.
Giovanni Ramirez Pater.
Kiesia Deaton.
Ava Ramsey.
Linda DeGante.
Jose Raimundo De Leon.
Yuritsi De La Rosa Ramos.
Bendy Reed.
Kaylee Delisle.
Jayla Reed.
James Derman.
Michaela Reinersman.
Bleon Destani.
Dominic Ruman.
Adrian Diaz.
Adam Reyes.
Lucia Diaz.
Gabby Reyes.
Carla Diaz Vigil.
Jair Reyes.
Rendell Doby Jr.
Joel Reyes.
Ileana Dorville Trinidad.
Giovanni Reyes.
Nicholas Duggins.
Maria Reynoso.
Elisa Diehouse.
Bethany Rice.
Jacob Eads.
Lucy Richard.
Dorian Edwards.
Jose Rivas Nieto.
Wyatt Egbert.
Nadaline Rivera Garcia.
Magdalene Eichelberger.
Amaya Robinson.
Tierra Elliott.
Skylar Robinson.
Alana Emery.
Ariana Rockhold.
Andrew Ernst.
Rafael Rodriguez Charles.
Gael Espinoza Vilches.
Maria Rodriguez Rodriguez.
Etimbuk Esteen.
Caleb Rodriguez Sakeda.
Emily Estes.
Michelle Roman.
Keziah Everson.
Juan Rosales Segrero.
Harley Farmer.
Jocelyn Rosario.
Whitney Feltner.
Kylan Ruff.
Jesse Fields.
Arian Rule.
Landon Fields.
Shelby Said.
Robert Flack.
Andrea Salazar Lopez.
Kevin Flannery Jr.
Lucero Sanchez.
Emilio Fonseca.
Steven Santana Diaz.
Aubrielle Foster.
Ashley Santiago.
Liam Fout.
Yori Santos.
Lauren Fox.
Damaris Santos Gonzalez.
Kaya Fraley.
Ava Saylor.
Kylie Fry.
Brady Saylor.
Jennifer Fuentes.
Madison Schultes.
Seth Fulton.
Tylen Schooler.
Arabella Gabbard.
Isabella Schutz.
Victor Galan Fragosa.
Diego Segundo.
Aiden Gambrell.
America Segura Prado.
Anais Garcia.
Finley Sellers.
Denise Garcia.
Alexis Singer.
Vicente Garcia Zoria.
Ashleen Setlock.
Samaya Gar.
Alyssa Sewell.
Hayden Garrett.
Presley Shehai.
Nathan Garrett.
Micaiah Short.
Evelyn Garrison.
Vanessa Schuff.
Jordan Gattaca.
Savannah Seamer.
Elizabeth George.
Brandon Sierra.
Andrew Gall.
Xavier Silva. Mamie Sims. Alexander Simon. Alexis Singer. Shakira Singletary Givens.
Caitlin Getz. Lily
Cameron.
Gibson.
Cameron Slay.
Mike Gomez.
Lily Slayback.
Benjamin Gonzalez.
Lila Slayback.
Titus Graham.
Joseph Smith.
Braxton Grant.
Kelly Smith.
Nathaniel Gray.
Mason Smith.
Gavin Grubb.
Hayden Snyder.
Brandon Gudgel.
Ethan Solomon.
Jose Gutierrez Galicia.
Andrew Solorzano Osorio.
Lyndon Hamed.
Joanne Soto Pacheco.
Bethany Hacker.
Tommy Southard.
Jordan Hale.
Dominic Southern.
Samuel Hall.
Braden Spencer.
Sophie Hampton.
Connor Spooner.
Benjamin Haro.
Susan Sprague.
Noah Harrison.
Nehemiah Stanton.
Lawton Hart.
Megan Steele.
Samuel Hartman.
Merkiana Stephen.
Cecilia Hatcher.
Connor Stevens.
Danny Hatfield.
Sky Stevenson.
Keaton Haynes.
Jericho Stewart.
Gretchen Helton.
Damian Steinspring.
Lavea Hensley.
Dale Stitzel.
Shane Hensley.
Jackson Taylor.
Brady Henson.
Mackenzie Taylor.
Jason Hernandez.
Mitchell Taylor.
Beatty Hernandez de la Cruz.
Morgan Tice.
Nathan Higgins.
Abigail Thompson.
Malachi Hill.
Madison Thorne.
Mason Holbrook.
Riley Thrasher.
Bryce Holmes.
J. Luis Teneo Colon.
Reagan Holstein.
Charming Talanga.
Carly Holt.
Mia Torres.
Shelby Howard.
Elijah Trammell.
Sierra Hoyt Fulmar.
Kiera Trammell.
Caleb Hubbard.
Emmeline Trujillo Morales.
Koji Hubbard.
Carson Ungerbuehler.
Jaden Hume.
Milagros Valdivia.
Anissa Iseni.
Rodrigo Valencia.
Katera Ivy.
Luke Varner.
Rylan Jackman.
Daisy Velasco. Farah Venegas.
Breon James.
Andres Villalobos Perella.
Dylan Jaramillo Silva.
Cherry Villatoro.
Carmen Jenkins.
Image Vinson.
Chloe Jenkins.
Andrew Wagers.
Chloe Johnson.
Elizabeth Wagers.
Ryan Johnson.
Jonathan Wagonfield.
Samaya Johnson.
Faith Walker.
Victoria Johnson.
Anaya Wallace.
Casey Johnston.
Kalia Washington.
Chloe Jones.
Derek Lance White Tomasco.
Josiah Jones.
Emily Whitlock.
Corinne Jones.
Haley Weber.
Malachi Jones.
Riley Wiseman.
Christopher Jones Jr.
Roxana Wilkie Coons.
Justin Jordan.
Brandon Wilkerson.
Geraldine Gutierrez.
Jordan Williams.
Alan Morales.
Sine Williams.
Braden Jackson.
Lee Wilsman. Rufus Wilson, Jr. Amelia Whitty. Celine Whitty.
Aurelia Juarez Villagomez.
Leah Woods.
Callista Julian.
Karma Worrell.
Yoban Kami.
Alexander Young.
Landon Clapper.
Aubrey Zapata.
Jaden Knowles.
Joaquin Zazueta.
Rebecca Knox.
Brian Zelaya.
Link Krenov. Haley Kurtz. Eric Lobenstein. Cameron LaBeouf. Asia Lacey.
All right, let's have one more round of applause for the class of 2026. All right, at this time, we would ask everyone to please rise for the alma mater led by Keegan McDonald, Clinton McKinney, Riley Payne, Savannah Seymour, Susan Sprague, and Maddie Wagonfield.
We ask that parents and guests remain in their seats through the recessional and then exit the stadium to meet with your graduate for photo opportunities. Once again, I would like to say congratulations to everyone. Now on the count of 3, let's throw our caps. 1, 2, 3. We did it! How do we reset?
We're done.
Thank you.